Traveling Tales.
Another potentially spooky haunted item that we have come across, another eBay find, is a jewelry box that is apparently inhabited, haunted, attached to a woman named Cindy.
Sydney.
It says, a woman named Sydney is using this beautiful jewelry box as her vessel. Cindy was 84 years old when she passed away of natural causes. She worked as a teacher's assistant until she was 76 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. Cindy was very into her appearance. She would dress up and do her makeup every day for work. She loved to wear jewelry as well. She even had fancy hairpins in and would wear beautiful scarves. She did it all. Cindy is a very kind and intelligent spirit. Even though she's kind, she is the type of person that does not take crap from anybody.
Well, being a teacher's assistant for all those years,
Yeah.
I understand that.
The jewelry is included in the box. Cindy usually communicates well using a pendulum and a spirit box.
Huh.
Um,
The box is beautiful.
the box itself, we'll post all the pictures. There's pictures
Yeah.
of the jewelry box and then some of her
Oh,
brooches
was
and
it actually
pins.
her jewelry?
Her jewelry.
Oh, I love it.
And that's included. And if you want to purchase this haunted
Did they
Sydney
say what it
box.
was going for? Or you didn't?
It was around, I think, wait, I can pull it up. It was a couple $100.
I mean, the box alone is gorgeous.
It's really pretty.
You know, why she chose to haunt a jewelry box, though.
Yeah, it's $145. But it does come with some beautiful barrettes and brooches. And
I mean, in itself, from a historical, might be worth it.
Yeah, it looks like there's like a painting on the front. I'd be curious, like,
Yeah.
who that is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need a haunted jewelry box.
No, I don't need Cindy.
And also,
in my life.
like, think about that. How old was she when she died? You said like 80?
84.
84. She spent most of her adult as an assistant teacher, which they do not give them enough credit.
No.
They do so much. Teachers too, like they all just do so much.
Yeah.
But then she dies, and her final resting place for her spirit is a jewelry box.
Yeah. I mean, I get, like, if she, you know, how they said she was, like, very attached to, like,
Okay, fair enough.
making herself look pretty and, like, her jewels. And
maybe it
so
was,
I kind of...
Maybe it was something that was gifted to her as, like, a teenager or
Yeah,
something.
like, maybe she had it for
and
a really
it was, like,
long time.
very valuable.
It looks like...
It's been loved.
It's been loved, and it looks like it's an antique.
Yes, absolutely. I just wonder, like, or not wonder, like, I hope when the time comes, which I also hope is not for a very long time,
Yes.
that I don't attach myself to an object.
Yeah, I go either way. It could be kind of fun to haunt something.
Well, I guess it depends on who ends up with it.
That's true. That's very true.
And maybe, like, I'd want, like, more like a wardrobe or something, so I could, like, have the door open randomly.
Or how about, like, an entire house?
Well, that's different.
That is different. And that is, since I brought it up, that is something we will be looking at, too, is spooky houses. Is it spooky, or do we think it's spooky?
Exactly. That being said, do you think spirits can inhabit more than one place or object? Or do you think they're just stuck wherever they end up?
I think it depends on the haunting, just because I feel like there's so many different, like...
Well, like, if it's a residual, that's different.
Yeah.
Like, that's usually something that just repeatedly does the same thing, and they're not
it's just an
intelligent.
echo of, like...
Yeah, it's an echo.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what the haunting at the gatehouse felt like to me.
Right.
Like, that felt more like an echo.
Right. Not
than intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like echoes, like, stay in the same place, but I feel like if there's, like the lady in white that everyone talks about.
Sees everywhere. And obviously she's probably not the same
woman,
but I don't know, I just feel like spirits, especially if they're intelligent, have
free roam.
Well, you know, it's funny, and I've talked to you about this too. They've done studies, especially with people who are near the end, you know, who have had Alzheimer's or dementia, and so their brain is not there anymore. That when they're near the end, their soul already starts to
that they
come and go.
Start to see, or they'll start to like see past family members because that
exactly
that veil is
and
lifted.
Like before my grams passed away last year, I was very pregnant. I was like at the end, and I felt her come to me, and she hadn't passed yet.
Yeah.
But I know in my gut, like I know both
Yeah.
times that it was her.
Yeah.
And then like 2 weeks later, she passed.
Yeah.
So that's like my other thing where I'm like, well, if you have the ability to do that, then I would think if it's an intelligent heart, it probably could be in more than one place.
Yeah, I feel like that it could, like travel.
Yeah.
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 And there's a lot like that, like in that kind of window, there's like traveling and then like kind of, and then gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, those who move on too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I want to be attached to a jewelry box.
Yeah, if she's happy with it, I guess.
I mean,
but I don't. That
I would not
seems
shock
limiting.
me if my father was attached to his Martin guitar. It would not at all.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I promise Dad when the day comes I will not sell him on eBay or Etsy.
As a haunted guitar.
As a haunted guitar.